One bad apple can ruin your team's performance. I've been reading this week about a study from 2006 where psychologists planted some bad actors, well, actors who were acting bad, in groups. There was a slacker, a jerk, and a pessimist. And they affected the whole group's performance. In fact, the performance of the wider group dropped by as much as 50% or more just because one person in the group was a slacker, a pessimist, or a jerk. And it goes to show just how important it is to have a broad culture where everybody is pulling their weight and being optimistic. So what can you do about this? Well, firstly, hire well. Make sure you take that process seriously. Also, you can fire people if they're having a negative impact. But you can do more productive things too. Call it out early. Say, I'm hearing a lot of problems. What I want to hear is solutions. And it cuts it off at the base. Or you can even be even more smart. You can reframe it. You can say, that's great. Let's have somebody playing devil's advocate. Let's hear more from you so you can challenge yourself with problems and get the rest of the group thinking about it. And suddenly you're bringing them into the process without necessarily getting them to change what seems to be their preferred approach. Also, over time, it's about building a culture where optimism, hard work, collaboration is all the norm, and then it's harder for one person to infiltrate the rest of the group's culture. That takes time. That takes setting a tone from the top as a leader about being resilient and inclusive. But there's a million strategies, a million ways to do it, all of which I've spoken about in other videos, but become increasingly important when you see the power of one person and how they can ruin it for everybody else. So, deal with bad apples before they ruin the barrel.
If you want to become hardier, happier, and more fulfilled by learning about resilience, then subscribe by the button above.